Hey fellow travelers, we are going to do a room tour for World America. This is 11056, so it's the starboard side room, and this is one of their infinite balcony rooms. I think they have another name for it, but that's what it is. Same thing as Celebrities and Royal Caribbean's. So here we have the entryway, and this just tells you where your muster station is, gives you some pertinent information in case it's an alarm. There are some hooks. We do apologize, we did the room tour a little late, so it's been lived in. You have your queen size bed, and it's a little bit bigger than a queen, a little smaller than a king, and it will separate, so you can have two separate beds, and you have nightstands on each side. You have USB-C ports on this nightstand and that nightstand. That's a great thing. And then of course these are pressure, so you don't have to worry about clicking buttons. And then here you have the makeup. Hi everybody. And we have a makeup mirror here. And you got a switch here for the overhead light. And then you got two European plugs there. And then you have a drawer here. And of course there is a and a real chair. And there is a hairdryer in there. In the closet, you have plenty of space. You got a shelf down there for your shoes, and then you got plenty of hangers, and a shelf up here. And on this side, more shelves, and then you have your safe, and drawers. So there's two drawers. The third one is just an empty box for the air conditioning system. Got a giant mirror to stare at yourself while you're sleeping. It's great. And then you have these shelves here that separate the two areas of the room. It works really well. There are no drawers. You have pool towels down there. MSC provides the pool towels. So you have that jumble of shoes. You have two shelves. If you know Quinnen, she loves ice, so they brought us a ton of ice. I mean, just a ridiculous gobs amount of ice. She ain't complaining. This is a sofa, but because we have 4 people in this room, it is converted into a bed. And, oh, nice painting. Hi, Amsterdam. And there's the other side of the shelves. And they are, they have the bracket there so that nothing's gonna fall off. So that's good. We've been hitting some rough seas. So, and then you have shelving here. You have 2 standard sockets, a USB-C, USB-A. I'll show you what that is in a second. And then you have 2 European sockets. And then you have a drawer here. You have shelving here. It's currently holding art supplies. And then you have the mini bar here, which is locked, and that's fine because we're not going to use it. You can request that is emptied. Or you can request it's unlocked if you want to buy the minibar. No drink package will work on those, so anything you drink or eat from here is going to be charged. This is normally stored under here, but it is a small table, and then you also have a little stool here. The MSC trash, which is separated into 3 things. It's kind of a pain because none of them are big enough ever. You have a good size, pretty sure it's a 40-inch TV, your phone, and that pretty much covers the room. We'll do the bathroom here in a second, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is like awesome. So essentially this is a giant car window, and that's what that switch is for. Now there's a cool feature if these little black parts, so if you put your hand up here, it will stop the window. So if it stops and you're trying to figure out why, that's why. Somebody's probably leaning on it, or up there. I think it's to make sure nobody gets their hand trapped by the window. So yeah, if your hand's here, it's gonna shut it off. If you have something up here, it's gonna shut it off. So up here, down here. And then we are at Cozumel. You can see Star of the Seas, Celebrity Excel, and there's another Royal Caribbean ship behind it, but I can't get a good shot at it. So I'm not sure what it is. It looks like one of the Freedom or Voyager class. All right, we're gonna roll that up. Now there is one water warning with this. If this is open, your air conditioner's off. So expect it to get really hot really fast, especially in the Caribbean in summer. Takes a minute, it's not super fast. We're just padding time on the video. It's still going, still going, still going. And done. Finally, all right. Now we're gonna go back this way. You do have a full-size mirror here. You have to have a card in. If you don't, you get those little flashing green lights. That means your power is only gonna be on for a certain amount of time. So if those green lights are off, you're good. This is the master light switch. All right, and then you have a panel here, and this panel controls temperature. All right, and then you have lighting, so we're gonna go full lighting. And this is for your room attendant. There's some lights out here. Up here. And so depending on what you have over here, this light means there's a key card or not in it. And the other ones have other meanings. So you can set that. And then something else you have is this. This will lock the window. And if you have minors in the room, anybody under 18, you do have to sign a waiver for the window to be able to open, or else they will lock it. So your kids can't jump out. I know, sad. Not that you can't, I'm just mean that they have that thought. All right, so you have two hooks. Ignore that bad joke. Two hooks on the back of the bathroom door, and then your bathroom light is here. All right, like I said, it is a little lived in. So we have towels, lots of towels. And again, this is 4 people in the room. You have good shelving. So you have 1 shelf on this side, 1 on this, and 2 on this side. They're hand soap. We bring the poop spray, you don't get that. Toothbrush holder, standard sink. And below you have some more shelves for various things. Toilet paper, backup toilet paper, more towels. And then you have a real shower. I mean, it's kind of nice. If you've ever been on seashore, or most cruises, you have the little pod showers. Well, this, you actually have real showers. And it's not as good as Star of the Seas, but I think it is a little bit better than Summit that we just did, because it does come out, so it's not quite so boxy. So it gives you a little more room here that you can turn around in. You have your water on, when it pulls that way, and then this controls your cooling and heating. You have shower gel and shampoo, which is nice. You got a little shelf here. And there's a shelf up here too. And a little stool. And you also have a grab bar for rough seas. All right, and that covers a infinite balcony room on MSC World America. So, as always, join us on the next adventure.